This is the truth of MMR and Hunt Showdown. Crytek unveiled a blog post today explaining everything, how your matchmaking rating works between you and other players in Hunt Showdown. So what is MMR? It stands for matchmaking rating, which essentially matches you up against players that are on the same level as you. The MMR system ranges from 1 to 6 stars, 1 being the worst and 6 being the best, and you are assigned a number of these stars for how well you play in the game. Some things people thought that were integrated into this calculation, including your playtime, rank, and prestige, are actually not considered in the MMR system. So essentially this is determined by how many kills you are getting, who you're killing, and how many games you end up winning. How do you go up or down in the MMR? Essentially, if you are a 6-star and you die to a 3-star, you will lose a lot more in the MMR system versus if you were to die to a 5 or a 4-star. Each MMR range has its own preset value that is given or taken away depending if you kill or die to that person. And vice versa, if you are a 3-star that ends up killing a 6-star, you will get the most amount of points to boost your MMR than if you were to kill a 5 or a 4 or even a 3-star that's on your same level. Now there is your own specific MMR, and then there is your team MMR. So if you have 2 6-stars and a 2-star on your team MMR will be a lot lower than if everyone on the team was 6 stars, because it brings it out to an average, and then that is what it tries to rank up against. So theoretically, if you are 2 6-stars and a 2-star on one team, you should be seeing a lot of other teams that are around that same range with somebody that's not great at the game with 2 good players. Now, of course, this is not a perfect system, and there are many scenarios where you are not going to be ranked up against the exact same type of team. You might be a team of 2 6-stars with a newer teammate that is a 2-star just getting into the game, and you might be completely in 6-star lobbies, which theoretically would not be fair at all for that newer player. Something else to note, if the player population has a low amount of players during that time of the day on your region, Crytek tries to prevent long queue times by matchmaking you to the closest MMR available. So in these scenarios, you have people who might all be 4 stars on one specific team, but they're thrown into the lion's den by playing against all 6 stars and 5 stars, which of course is not fair, but this system is not perfect. Me personally, I would rather have more fair matches with longer waiting times than newer players having to play against very experienced players just because they don't want to wait. Something else to note is that playtime is not a factor in the matchmaking system, so it actually doesn't matter if you're new or not. A lot of people in the community keep saying that they just got the game, they hopped in and got killed by a Prestige 100, but it actually does not take it into account that they have a lot of playtime and you don't. And especially with a new player, it doesn't give you a strict MMR for the first few hours. So expect to play against high skill players and low skill players in different lobbies, because it's trying to fill you out to see where you actually belong in the MMR system. But the key takeaways for the MMR system in Hunt Showdown is that your playtime, your rank, prestige, none of that actually matters. And it is intentional for you to be playing against people that are out of your league if the population for the player base in your region during that time of day isn't high. And then lastly, it does matter who you kill and are killed by. If you want to steadily increase your MMR, you're going to inherently have to kill players that are higher rank than you or the same rank as you very consistently. And then on the flip side, you'll be losing MMR the more you die to people that are less skilled than you on the MMR system. If you guys like this type of content, want to see more, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to see you guys in more of these videos, as well as coming over to Twitch at NOAURA TV, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. EST. Come by and say hi, and with that, I'll see you in the bayou.